Okay, everyone. So before we get into the data on Kevin Hope from the Hope Center, I want to introduce you to him through this one pager, as well as why he even went with us in the first place and what he got out of it. And then I want to get you guys to the objective data. So at a glance, the therapy industry, if you guys know anything about it, maybe you practice in therapy, this is going to relate to you a lot. You guys, practices in therapy rely heavily on psychology today. This is the top directory platform. There's more of them coming about each and every day. ZocDoc, for example, all these different directory platforms, a lot of practices rely on. And with that, there's a lot of focus on referrals as well. If you're not getting referrals, you're not getting business. And this is if you guys don't have an organic resource. Organic traffic is going to be high intent, and plus people really need it. I mean, people that suffer from depression, anxiety, addictions, a lot of times they'll have an external force that's pushing them to get help. So it's going to be a very, very high intent customer, high intent patient that you guys can get on a great plan. And you have the ability to collect cash quickly. Of course, a lot of people in therapy are taking insurance. And if you're not, that means you have a gold mine of opportunity to bring in cash-only patients. So let's go over the metro area of Binghamton. So metro area, population of 200,000, pretty dang healthy. And we have a lot of also suburbs like Endicott, Johnson City, a lot of other areas in and around Binghamton. So really, really healthy area. A lot of New York City residents travel upstate. So that's another reason why this area is so good. What were we able to accomplish from a high level? We set the practice in the largest nearby city. Remember when I said Binghamton? Well, he's actually in Kirkwood. Okay, and if you're familiar with the area, Kirkwood is a small area. No one is searching for stuff in Kirkwood. If you're in Kirkwood, you're going to be looking in Binghamton. And if you're in Binghamton, you're going to be looking in Binghamton more importantly. So we set his practice to show up in Binghamton, the really big area, compared to, of course, Kirkwood, where his physical office was. Spoiler alert, he actually expanded to 3 different locations. Amazing. We implemented a self-hosted booking system. So he wanted a self-hosted booking system with no monthly fee, and that is what we set up for him. And most importantly, right here, cut the Psychology Today handcuffs. He doesn't need to rely on Psychology Today. If for whatever reason someone bumps him on there, gets above him, or something goes wrong with the platform, he's okay. He has an organic traffic source coming from Google and Bing. And with this, he grew from a few therapists to over a dozen under him. So if you guys have a therapy clinic and you're the only person that is taking appointments, that's a mistake. Follow Kevin Hope's, rule here of getting people under you. Get them some appointments. So let's go over the bio here. So Kevin Hope, a very, very seasoned therapist and owner of the Hope Center in Kirkwood, New York, reached out to ScaleSuite to grow his footprint for his practice, okay? He began operating in a city of 5,000 people, which is far too many. It's not enough people. It's a lot of land, but not enough people to market. It's very rural, and only 5,000 people. I mean, come on, we need to do better than that. That's why we went up to 200K. So he loved it. When we told him, let's target Binghamton, New York, he said, yes, let's do it. So Kevin Hope knew that his current site built on Squarespace was not getting any traffic, no matter what he tried, okay? And he did a pretty good job. He built this on Squarespace on his own, but once again, not every website is going to rank. You need to build it properly, you need to submit it properly, and follow the best SEO protocols possible. His services were not reaching anybody as far as organic search, let alone his ideal clientele. So in organic searches, it's not all about volume. It's not. You want to show up for the people at their highest intent and for people that you actually want to serve. You don't want to serve everybody. I mean, for example, if you're a Christian counselor, you don't necessarily want to counsel people based on the ideologies of different religions. That's a big thing for Kevin Hope. A lot of what he does is Christian counseling. Very, very important. His clinic is a cash-focused private clinic, but he was losing out on patients compared to the larger clinics and hospitals in the area. This is a big problem. So we identified that even the best optimization in Kirkwood, we can build the best dang website with the best optimization, all around amazing site in Kirkwood, a small rural town. It just wouldn't yield enough customers. We had to punch up. We had to go for the largest nearby city, and that's what we did with Binghamton. The population was just too small. So we decided to punch up, go for an area 40x the size. Remember, Kirkwood has a population of 5,000 people. Binghamton, 200K. 40x the population size. So we got to work. We published a lot of articles and medical pages, and this really is designed to target his ideal clientele. And a few months down the line, he was outranking major hospitals and psychological directories, okay, like Psychology Today, ZocDoc, all those other medical directories. He's outranking now. Amazing. And we're going to get into that. First page of Google in the largest nearby city. Amazing benefit. As we said before, we're beating out large hospitals and directories. We're eliminating reliance on third parties. We built our own traffic platform. You know, if at any point Psychology Today or the referrals dry up, he has his organic source, future-proofed organic source at that. He has a cash collection process now. People can book and pay on the website. So we are limiting the no-show rate because people are already paying ahead of time. And this is really amazing for smaller private-owned clinics. No-shows can really tank you. So this is super important. And now, with all of these changes in mind, he was able to grow and scale. He is utilizing leverage as therapists are under him. They're able to take appointments off of his calendar, and now he can work on the business. Instead of working in it and putting in a ton of hours in the business, he can now work on the business and grow it from the ground up. Very important. This is Kevin Hope's business. Now with that, I want to get into the data. I want to get into the objective data so you guys can see this yourself. This is the ScaleSuite audit tool. It's a third-party hosted tool, completely unbiased. So we ran an audit for 8 very important keywords. And when you guys read these, you'll understand how important these are. Therapy, counseling, Christian counseling, mental health counseling, relationship counseling, marriage counseling, anger management counseling, and divorce counseling. I mean, these, like, you cannot think of different services that are better than these to rank for. If you're a therapy clinic and you rank for these, you will get patients. So let's dig in. So he's number 2, number 2, number 2, number 2, number 3. He is very high up in the city of Binghamton. Very high up for all of these search terms. Let me move my camera so you can see. On the right-hand side, this is the latest day. I will bring this camera here. So now you can see. Green is good. Green means you're in the top 10. Even better if you're number 2 and number 3. Absolutely amazing. And I'm just curious who number 1 is. So if I go to Google, we'll look up, and my search engine is based out of Texas. That's why I like this platform, is because it emulates traffic as if we were local. So let's just look up therapy, Binghamton, New York, and hope we can see Psychology Today. So Psychology Today is coming up, and then boom, he's coming up at number 2. Let's see what other, he's beating out another Psychology Today link, mental health match. Here's finally a different practice. He ranks twice on the homepage, twice on this Google page. Once is his homepage, once is his city page, and then finally we're getting into other practices. So he has 20% of the results locked down. That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. And of course, other search results, as you can see right here, amazing search results. What are his competitors doing? That is very important. That's part of what we do, is we run these audits for people so that you guys can understand what is going on. What are your competitors doing? And is there action that needs to be taken in the first place? Let's go to added competitors here, and we're going to take a look at Kevin Hope's, biggest competitors, and we're going to see what they're doing. Hopefully, we're outranking them for everything we want to be. So let's get to that page and wait for this to load. Yeah, I mean, look at this. Let's move my camera again. My camera just keeps getting in the way. Look at this. 89%. And I think this is actually, it's trying to show 9 keywords. So we're actually at 100%, as we saw before. It's trying to look up depression treatment, which is obviously not on the other list. Yeah, look at this. And look at everybody else. Let's move my camera up here. Green is good. Remember that. Green is good. And we have all the greens here. Our next biggest competitor, the Bridge Therapy, only has 4. So this was the Hope Center, a therapy clinic over in Binghamton, New York. And please do check out our other case studies, guys. This is just one of many. Check them out. This was the Hope Center, and I will see you guys in another case study.